Hi, Dr. Phil. My name is Michelle, and I'm 57 years old. I grew up in a little town, Wyoming. I had a really bad childhood. A lot of physical, sexual, and verbal abuse from all my mother's husbands, uncles, and I did try as an adopted child to seek help. I did try, and I was taken to get help, but I was not allowed to talk about what was going on, or I would get a beating, or I was, of course, threatened with bodily harm, and so I never did receive help. At the age of 15, I ran away, and when I ran away, I was just trying to get out of my situation, and I ran into a man that I fell in love with. Of course, that wasn't the best situation. I ended up becoming a prostitute and selling my body for many years. I had 3 pregnancies that I had living pregnancies, but I would have had 13 children had I've had all my children. So I've had several miscarriages, an abortion, and what's called a tubal pregnancy with twins, which I did lose. What my concern is the 3 children that I do have that are living. I have no other family. I've been blackballed by my adopted family and my birth family because of my past problems. I'm doing much better now, although I'm a little teary and whatnot. I stopped taking depression medication about 6 months ago, and so I'm trying to stop that. I'm on a Suboxone program because I was addicted for a long time to pain pills. All of my life, through the abuse, I was addicted to alcohol or some form of self-medication. And over the past several years, I have fought very hard to break free from all of that and become a person of integrity. I have faith and I love God, but I have 2 children. Right now, 3. One is dying from alcoholism. She can outdrink a man. We talk on the phone. I was blessed to get to know her 7 years ago, but I've actually never met her. I know she wants help, but she can't really ask her parents because they have a lot of money that really understand the addiction process, and they don't understand what she's been through, I don't believe. And as a person who's been adopted, been addicted, been in alcoholism, been traumatized, my heart goes out to her. My oldest son is in jail, held now on a DUI, but he's been a member of the Bloods for many years, and it's not a life he wants to be in either, but he doesn't know how to get out. He has a lot of anger toward me, rightfully so. I have hurt my children. My youngest right now, he's homeless. I can't have him in my house because he's verbally abusive, and he just picks up. His father died in 2014. He lived with us for 7 months before he died at end-stage renal failure, and it was a living nightmare. I tried to commit suicide. I have fought just to find value in myself. And now I find myself with my children, the only thing left in the world that I have. They have no children of their own. I don't know if they ever will, but I know they're in pain. They're in pain, Dr. Phil. They don't have family. They don't know what it's like to have a warm, loving family. I've never had that either, but I love them very much. And if you can help them, this is my dying wish. I don't really care about me, but I love my children. They didn't ask to be placed in this situation. As adults, they didn't ask to be raised as they were raised, without love, without boundaries, with the abuse that was continued after I, of course, wasn't there. Some of them were good experiences. My daughter has a better experience, but she's still an alcoholic because she was raised with a white family. And she feels like she wasn't loved. I know my children feel like I wasn't a good mother. And I agree with them. Can you please help us? Please help us. That's all I can ask. Thank you.